So it's been a long time since I recorded a video, and that's because, well, we had a litter of puppies, and for a long time it kind of sounded like the soundstage for a Saw movie here, and, well, it's gonna go on for a little while longer, but right now, maybe you can hear the frogs. Now that's a hell of a reprieve from what's been going on here the last 6 weeks or so. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to get something out, so I'm here with a little bit from the CBC, and I'm going to give you an example of fake news and how to spot it if you aren't already an expert. And so we're going a little bit back in time here, but from 2008, repeal laws banning cousins from marrying geneticists. You know, they never sign names onto these things, right? Climate scientists, geneticists, but I mean, when you're arguing for consanguinal marriage, I don't really fucking blame them. But you want to put your name to that shit? So this article had me from the first line. It read like a fucking Daily Mail article. Laws banning first cousins from marrying are based on outdated assumptions about higher risks for offspring, population genetic experts say. Okay, maybe that's proper sentence, but it's poorly phrased for an introductory sentence. So the pivotal statement here, today's lesson in fake news and reading statistics, comes in this paragraph. Now, I caught this more or less right away, I think basically through luck, because I was just looking at this article while discussing current events with some family members and managed to point this out in the midst of a conversation. The researchers give an example of a 2002 expert review on birth defects. The panel concluded the risk to those born to cousins is smaller than generally assumed, that's a scientific term there, at 1.7 to 2% higher than the population-wide risk of birth defects, which is between 2 and 3%. Well, 1.7 to 2% higher than the population-wide risk. That's fucking nominal. That's nothing, right? I mean, certainly there shouldn't be a stigma against something so unimportant as a 1% increase, a 2% increase. That can happen through all sorts of different mechanisms. You might find a 1% or 2% increase in people who have blue eyes or the same colored eyes, right? But that's not actually what's going on here. If you're thinking about the population as 100% and those having cousin marriages are 1 or 2% higher, that's not what's going on here. The general population has birth defects at a rate between 2 or 3% for the population. Now, for cousins, that's about 2% higher. So, 2% on top of 2% is 100%. So right here, we're masking within a CBC article, within stating some statistics, we're masking a 100% increase as a 2% increase. That's fake news.
"12 years.